in with the next number. And we're going to keep filling this 10 frame until we get to the number 8. So I filled in the top frame, the top row, I filled it in up to the number 5. So I don't have any more boxes. So now I'm going to go down to the bottom row, and I'm going to start with the first box in the bottom row, which will be the number 6. Keep going until you get to 8. So everyone's filling in their 10 frames in their math books to show 8. And I know you boys and girls are going to do a lovely job in your math books because Miss Castro's a little bit sloppy here with the computer. So that's how you show 8. Good, Skyla. Excellent. Good job, honey. All right. Looking at the next page. They want us again to fill in the 10 frame with 8. And now this is the part where we have to find different ways of making 8. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to our Google Classroom. In our Google Classroom, I'm going to go to the classwork, and I'm going to go down to the resources. Under resources is where you will find that really cool website that I mentioned last week that you can use at home to help you with math. It's called Virtual Mathematics Manipulatives. So you click on that. That's great. It says our site is getting an update. We're sorry for the inconvenience. So they are not available right now. So we're going to use a different method. Miss Castro is going to share with you her whiteboard. All right. So what Miss Castro is going to do is I'm going to show you different ways of making the number 8 using red and yellow. Okay. So first, I'm going to make some red circles. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 3. Okay. Now I have 1, 2, 3. So the rest of the circles are going to be yellow. So I have 1, 2, 3. This will be 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, and 8. Okay. So now we're going to look at these counters that Miss Castro made, and we're going to count to see how many red I have and how many yellow. And then that will be one way to form the number 8. So who would like to help Miss Castro count these counters that I have made on my whiteboard? Dylan, go ahead. So Dylan, let's first count the red. Count the red.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Good. We're going to stop there, Dylan, because we counted 3 red circles. So boys and girls, in your books, for the first line with the red circle, you're going to write the number 3.
I got my book already.
Okay, so now Dylan, you're going to help us count the yellow. Start counting the yellow, Dylan. Go ahead.
What's the number?
We always start with 1. Whenever we start counting, we always start with 1. So start counting.
3.
Dylan, we're counting yellow. I need you to start counting the yellow. Start counting with 1. Say 1.
1.
Keep going.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Good. So how many yellow do we have, Dylan?
5.
Excellent. So boys and girls, in your math books, for the yellow, you're going to write the number 5. So one way to make the number 8 is with 3 red and 5 yellow. But we have to find other ways of making the number 8. So watch this.
I don't know how to make 5.
Miss Castro, I can't see the screen.
Okay, hold on a second, Alina. Let me share it. Okay, now do you see Alina? There we go. Okay, Dylan, if you need help forming the number 5, you should have an adult with you to help you make the number 5, okay? So what I'm gonna do, boys and girls, is I'm gonna get rid of this yellow counter and I'm gonna make it red. Okay, so let's see. Andrew. Hey, Andrew. Would you like to help us count the red and the yellow, Andrew?
Yes.
Okay, so Andrew, first, I want you to count the red nice and loud. Go ahead, Andrew.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's it. No, Andrew, just the red. So we stopped at 4 for the red. So boys and girls, for the next line in your math books, you are going to form the number 4 for the red counters that Andrew just counted for us. 4. So now we have to see how many yellow we have. So let's go back to my whiteboard. So now, Andrew, I want you to count the yellow, please, nice and loud.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good. Andrew, how many yellow do we have?
4.
Excellent. Good job, Andrew. So now I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. I'm going to show you back our slides. So for the yellow, you're also going to write the number 4 because 4 red and 4 yellow give us 8. So we have to find 2 other ways of making this number 8. So I'm going to go back to my whiteboard.
Can you make 4?
Dylan, like I said before, if you need help forming a number, you need to get an adult to sit with you. So you might want to go get an adult that's available that can help you form these numbers, okay? All right, I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to take these yellow circles and I'm going to make them red. So I got rid of 2 yellow and instead of 2 yellow, I made them 2 red. So let's see. Who would like to help Miss Castro count these here on the screen? Eliana, go ahead, Eliana. I want you first to help me with the red. So nice and loud, count the red. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Excellent. Very good counting, Eliana. So boys and girls, 4, not now, Eliana. Hold on. Let's stick to math. Hold on. In your math books, boys and girls, we have to form the number 6 for red. So let's write the number 6 for the red. And then we're going to go back to Miss Castro's whiteboard and Eliana's going to help us count the yellow. So now, Eliana, I want you to count the yellow out loud for us. Go ahead.
1, 2.
Excellent. So what number do we write on the line?
2.
Good. Thank you, Eliana. Eliana, what you needed to share with me, just wait until the end of class because we're almost done, okay? All right. So we're going to write the number 2 for yellow. So another way of forming number 8 is having 6 red and 2 yellow. Okay? Give you guys a few moments and then we have one more way. You cannot see it, Dylan? Let me see if I share my screen again. Hold on. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So we have one more way of forming the number 8. So now what Miss Castro is going to do is I'm going to share my whiteboard one more time. What if I do this? What if I get rid of all the yellow? So I got rid of 2 yellow and now I'm going to make 2 red. Interesting. Who would like to help Miss Castro count these here? Alina, go ahead, Alina. I want you to count the red that you see here on the screen. Nice and loud, Alina.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Good. Alina, how many red do we have?
8.
Excellent. Stay right there, Alina, because we're going to write that number in our math books. So everyone, please try your best to write the number 8
Right here, Mama.
for red. Okay. Now watch this. Going back to my whiteboard.
How do you make
Alina,
that?
Dylan, I'm going to ask you, please do not unmute yourself if it's not your turn to speak, my dear. Thank you. Alina, how many yellow do we have?
0.
Correct. Good. So Alina, in our math books, going back to our math books, what number do we write for the yellow?
0.
Correct. Very good. So boys and girls, always remember, if you don't have anything, if there is nothing there, Alina counted nothing for the yellow. So nothing represents the number 0. So for the yellow, you're going to write 0. Another way of making 8 is by having 8 red and 0 yellow. Okay. Later on this week, I'm going to show you a trick. That'll be on Wednesday. Okay. Maybe I might even introduce it tomorrow. But these are some different ways of forming the number 8 using red counters and yellow counters. Okay, boys and girls? So in your math books, the next page you can do on your own. I'm going to show you what you have for your Google Classroom assignments. You're going to do page 147. So again, fill in the 10 frame, the way how Ms. Castro has been showing you. Fill in the top row first. Once the top is full, then you go down to the bottom and you keep filling it up to the number 8, okay? Then you find different ways of making the number 8. And then on the back, page 148, you have a review of everything that we've learned. So the instructions are down there at the bottom, okay? Great job, boys and girls. Okay,